My name is Joe Spivey, and I live in Nashville, Tennessee. And what Nashville means to me, there's a lot of songs involved with what Nashville actually means to me. Because my career, some of the songs I played on have done really well. And it's just kind of solidified my journey in this town. So Nashville, really what it means to me is it's home. It's where I get to continue to work on my craft. Get to meet a lot of great people, and Nashville is even though I'm not from here, I would call it my home away from home. I got to do things here that I never would have been able to do in my hometown, so Nashville, it means a lot. It means a lot. This is where I was able to come into my own, because when I came here, there was some finishing needed to be done. And it was great to be in an environment where I could go forward from where I was when I got here, and a lot of people to learn from. Nashville's got a lot of great things. That we're like any major metropolitan city. We've got problems, but the musical part of it, there's still just a great community here. With the Nashville scene, it's still providing a great place. There's people coming every day, moving here, and they're making the right decision, because this is where you can find out if you're ready for this or not. As funny as that sounds. Well, let's see. When it comes to songs, one of the songs that really helped get me going in the recording studio world was a song by John Anderson, Seminole Wind. And I played on that record. And that record, it really brought a focus on me from other producers in town and just other artists. And got a chance to play with other people just because of that one song. It's amazing how one song can make a difference. I played on a bunch of different ones after that. But that one means a lot to me because it really solidified things,
Hello, my name is Dee Moeller Moss, and I have lived in Nashville ever since 1960, except for a little 14-year hiatus in New Mexico and Austin. But it always draws you back here because this is where the real music is. And I came here as a young singer from Abilene, Texas, where I had grown up doing radio and television. And decided when I got out of school, this was the place I was going to come. And I did. And I was very fortunate. It wasn't, Nashville music scene wasn't as big as it is now, and so it was real easy to connect with people. And I was really fortunate in that Mary John Wilkin, a great songwriter, I was from an area pretty close to me in Texas, and her mother had written about seeing me on TV there. And so when she met me one day and realized that's who her mother was talking about, she kind of took me under her wings, and in 6 months I had a record contract and a job at a club down in Printer's Alley. So I felt really fortunate. And in the early years, I did a lot of radio and television here as well. And then once I got booked on a month's tour in the United States and a few dates in Canada, and I just didn't like it at all. I realized that the road was not for me. And so I came back and thought, oh, what am I going to do? I don't want to sing in clubs all my life. So I started writing songs and wrote a whole bunch of bad ones and got a little bit better. And I had real great encouragement from Mary John and Christopherson was real nice about encouraging me. And I got Buddy Killen at Tree took me on as a writer, and I got a lot of songs recorded. I got a Brenda Lee single and Wanda Jackson and a lot of people. It worked out really well for me. By that time I was married, and my husband Larry was a talent agent in town, and when we moved away from here, we moved to Austin because he was in business with Willie Nelson. We lived there for a while, and then after Willie got so big it was crazy, we decided to go to New Mexico for a while. But Willie Waylon recorded a song of mine called Slow Moving Outlaw in 73 or 74. And then Willie and Lacey J. Dalton did a duet on it in like 82 or 3. Then a few years ago, they did a re-release of the Outlaw album that Willie, Waylon, Jesse Coulter, and one of the 𝐒c𝐥e𝐫 brothers, I can't remember his name, sorry, did. They re-released it and put the song on it. The song is called Slow Moving Outlaw. It's never been a single, but because of that song, I have 1 gold record and 3 platinum records just off of that one song, which was kind of a nice surprise. Looks good on the wall. Wayne and I knew each other. When I first came, he was one of the first people that I met, and we were good friends and always supported each other. We even did some gigs together. Things changed in our lives, and a few years ago, we found ourselves single again. He was divorced, and I was a widow, and I now live out here at Cinderella and help him run the studio, and have turned a little bit to producing, and it's having a lot of fun. And the thing of it is all of that, it's a little harder now because there's more people here and more people wanting to do it. But it's a town that is ready for something if you have to offer. And I got lucky.
And the song for you?
Well, as I said, Slow Moving Outlaw was the biggest song. It's made me the most money, but Wanda Jackson did Fancy Satin Pillows, which stayed on the Billboard Top 10 and number 2 for a long time. And the song Brenda sang, Where Love Is, got recorded by an artist in Sweden, and it's called At Alska There. You know, and I've just had good luck. Farron Young did some of my songs. Waylon did 4 of my songs. Willie's done 2 of my songs. I've had a good life here.
Hey there, my name is Gary Scott. I am a native Nashvilleian. My family moved here in 1967, just after I was born. My father was a Nashville cat, if you will. He was recruited out of Indianapolis to come here with a new baby boy and a new wife to perform on the Grand Ole Opry and tour and do TV. Nashville to me, because it is the city that kind of defines who I am. It made me who I am. It's certainly not the same city I grew up in, and that's a beautiful thing. It was a very different city as a young man. I actually couldn't wait to get out of here. It was very kind of smothering as a young person. Now that I'm back, I've been back since 2009, I don't know that I'd want to be anywhere else. Nashville is a thriving, artistic, cosmopolitan city that people from all over the world want to come to. So I'm very proud of my hometown, I will say that. A song that kind of resonates with me when I was asked, name a song that kind of represents you in the city. Oddly enough, it's the Allman Brothers' Ramblin' Man. And the reason why is, when I was a kid, my father would take me on the road with him. He would take me to nightclubs. He would take me to recording sessions. And one of my most vivid memories as a young kid is sitting in a bar room watching him and his band rehearse Ramblin' Man and watching them work out the twin lead guitar parts and just hearing those very strong harmonies. And I must have been maybe 6 or 7 years old and sitting there in that bar room going, that's what I want to do. And so that kind of really encapsulates like my strongest, most vivid memories of this city growing up here and what I do today.